So I bought these Barrina shop lights on Amazon about a year ago. Got a set of 12 of them. Very nice, very bright. Really, really easy to install. Just a small little clip, and then they just daisy chain with these wires that they provide. And like I said, I've had them for about a year. They really brighten up my dark garage, which is my / wood shop. But I've noticed in the last few months, a few of them went dead. So right there, that one's dead, that one's on. They're chained together, so you know it's not a power source problem. And that one's dead. I had about 6 of them go dead. I contacted Barrina, and they actually sent me another 6-pack to replace the bad ones, which I thought was great customer service. I think they have a 3-year warranty, and this was about a year into it. I've already replaced a few in this section here, and then this one and this one were replaced. And I don't know if it shows up in camera, but you can see on some of the older ones, you can see some dark spots where LEDs are starting to go out on the other ones as well. So I have these 3 bad ones and then one in the house. So what do you say we fix them? So the first thing I'm going to do is confirm that it is not a power source problem. So I have an extra plug here. I'll plug them in, click them on, and as you can see, they are dead. So you want to do now is open them up. There's a little sticker here. Just peel the sticker back a little bit, and then you'll see there's a little white tab there. Just going to push that tab down, kind of pry it up just a little bit, and then pull it out. Be a little tricky sometimes. Just want to be careful. You don't want to stab yourself. Give it a little pry there, and there she comes. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now that you got both ends released, just going to mark one of your wires on either end. Doesn't really matter. Give it a nice mark. And then cut them. Put that to the side. And now you can pull everything out of the tube. So now if you look on the back, if you can see, these lights are in groups of 5. You see these little blocks. So what you want to do, move this to the side. Get yourself a multimeter, put it over on the ohms, and then I set it there. And then you just want to start going down the line looking for a group of 5 that are out. You'll find individual ones out here and there, but what you're looking for is one of the groups of 5. So you go to one side, and if you can see that, hopefully it's showing up on camera. Those are lighting up. Then I move to the next group. And you got a few lighting lit up in there. As you can see, there is dead LEDs along the way. But you're looking for the group of 5. That group is fine. That group is fine. That group is fine. And this could be it right here. So more than likely, that is my dead group there. So what I'm going to do is mark it. Mark there, mark there. And then if you look on the back, that should line right up with your group of 5. Just going to keep checking them, just to make sure I don't have 2 groups out. Oh, see, that one's only got 1 left. This set may not be worth saving. I probably will just take both of those sets out. We're going to mark that one. Even though it's not completely bad yet, it's only got 1 bulb left, so. Another group of 5. That one's lit. You can see there's LEDs out all along this string. Very few groups where they all light up. So these are good lights. They're very cheap, but they're very cheap. They light the garage very well, nice and bright. I don't know if it's the cold weather that got to them, because they worked fine until it got cold, is when it seemed like they started dying on me. And then the last group. And that one's good too. All right, so on this string, there's 1 group out completely, and then there's 1 group that has just 5 left. So what you want to do now, you just want to break these little LEDs off. How I do it is I just take these flat nose pliers, and then I just squeeze them. And see, you get a nice shiny little pad. And number 5. So I got all 5 off. I'm going to hit them with a little flux. Yeah, this brush is too big, so I'll just use a little stick here. Just smear a little flux on them. Flux is your best friend when you're soldering. Clean your soldering tip up nice. And you just want to bridge these. You can see there's two sides if you look closely. And you just want to put a little solder on them. You got to be careful. Do it in sections. Just do it a little bit at a time because you don't want these pads to lift. So what I do is I just go through and I hit them a little bit. See how that pad moved there a little bit on me? And that pad moved a little bit. Let them cool a little bit. And go back and hit them again. What you're trying to get is just a nice little bridge. Pad's moving around. That looks like it might do it. So now, if you go to the set before it, tap here, got lights, got lights, got lights, got lights, got lights. So now you know all 5 of them are bridged successfully, and essentially, that's pretty much it. Okay, so what I have done now, I just wired them together real quick, plugged them back in, and as you can see, we have a strip of lights again. Got a block out here, that's where I fixed them. Down here, we do have that one block with just one LED. But I have 6 sets of these, so I'm just going to leave it be for now. Okay, so I fed all the wire through, twisted them back together, making sure I put the wire that I marked black to black, and just going to hit them with a little solder. Doesn't take much, just enough to secure it. Nice little dab. Just a little dab will do you. Let that cool for a second. And then I've already installed some heat shrink. Hit it with a little heat. I always like to push it in a little bit while it's still hot. And then you're going to feed this back in. You got to kind of fold the wire a little bit at this point, since you pulled it so far through. Feed it back in. It's wanting to fight me a little bit. There we go. And you'll hear it snap back in place. Snap the other end. You can actually go back and push your tab down a little bit. The metal that you took out. Give it a little push down so it's good and locked in. And plug it in. Let's see what happens. And there you go. It is working again.